Is next gen just going to be the same game but 2.0? What can you tell us?
It's absolutely not, Alexis, and I think that's something that we're so excited about is that, we've actually taken the current gen version of the game and we split development between VC.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. It's NBA basketball on payday. Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fox.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Can't hit from in close. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Outside, Fox. And there's the pass to Barnes. To the paint, here's Holmes. And he banks in the layup. Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. In my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing it, adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games and the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games.
Very interesting. And here is Ball. Following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Now Bogdanovich. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Outside Fox. Out to the wing. Bielitsa. They get the rebound. The Pelicans have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And that one's good. Williamson.
Yeah, once Williams gets downhill, late contact is going to have no effect at all.
14 feet away, and Fox gets it to go.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
And he gets it to go.
That added muscle helping Lonzo there, looking stronger and more confident on these takes.
Fox kicks to Barnes. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Fox. Here's Holmes. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And here's Barnes for 3. Pelicans pull it in.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina.
Oh, that was something else.
This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson and his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
And pushing it up is New Orleans. The Pelicans again in transition. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. A platoon swap here for Sacramento. New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Well, he's an all-around player. Lonzo's combination of size and playmaking ability at his position is truly unique.
Joseph, the pass to Len. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
to the left wing. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Len with the block. Hield left side. Now here's Bazemore. He's guarded closely. Dishes to Joseph. There's the three. Bazemore misses.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you've got to knock down.
Giles kicks to Hield. Feeds it to Len. Here's Bazemore. And it's blocked. Redick against Hield. Redick with the bucket.
This is a shot Redick knows he can make. His aggressive mindset makes him lethal.
Joseph, the pass to Hield. Bazemore with it. Outside, Joseph. Gets it off. And so it's New Orleans heading to the bench. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Alex Len out there with Parker, and it's Bazemore at the small forward.
Well, when you think about the Kings, you know they are going to let it fly. The team is loaded up on players deadly from outside. They've adapted and embraced the long ball era.
Okafor gets the bucket. Okafor's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Joseph looking over the floor. Pass to Len. Back to Joseph. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Joseph's got 5. And the shooting with this Kings team last season, Chris, a major strength, as you said.
Yeah, and their whole offense has benefited from it, Kevin. I mean, they were 4th in the league in three-pointers last year. Finding points won't be a problem for the Kings going forward.
Here's Joseph. The Pelicans make their last shot. Ball's knocked loose. And Redick, here we go. Here we go, one-on-one. Good on the bucket. Okafor's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Jackson against Joseph. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Hield's got his first points of the game. Outside, Redick. Here's Melly, covered by Parker. 6 to shoot. Hart kicks to Redick. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Not just a shooter, Redick can also get inside, effective at exploiting holes in the defense.
Pass to Joseph. That shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Alex Len. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for Josh Hart. And Fox gets it to go.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Pelicans leading by 6. And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
And the shot goes down. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's far from a shooter. I mean, Fox also has the ability to burn you from this area, too.
Redick passes to Williamson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Passes to Reddick. Just 5 to shoot. Over Parker. The shot by Reddick, no good. The Kings trail by 6. Barnes finds Bielitsa. Back to Barnes. Kings moving the ball around. Three-pointer, Heel. Okafor grabs the miss. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Holiday inside the line, and too long on the shot.
And he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just one triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
Fox drills the three-pointer. Fox has got 11 points.
This is the next step for Fox. I mean, he's sharpening his outside shot. He's becoming a major threat from there.
Back to Holiday. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense are nowhere to be found.
And the dunk by Parker.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against Sacramento.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
For New Orleans, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Fox kicks to Holmes. The pass to Giles. Here's Fox. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. New Orleans had no problems getting going. Their lead at one point was up to 7. And that'll do it for us. The third.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
So for New Orleans right now, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. Holmes can't get it to go in. Pelicans leading by 3. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but it seems like they're off to a nice start.
And so it's New Orleans with it after the Kings pick up 2. Favors finds Ingram. Uncovered. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, and the smooth mechanics of Ingram excels. He excels at burying jumpers down on a consistent basis.
Fox against Ball. Fox passes to Barnes. Pass to Holmes. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Fox. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And looking now at the numbers for Holiday. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's averaging 20 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
Barnes against Ingram. Pass the ball. Ingram against Barnes. Now here's Ingram. Guarded close. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Kings. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Barnes kicks to Bogdanovich. And the Kings tack on 2 more. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
2 of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan, for me, I know as a fan, for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
Well, they just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is
right.
all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
1:49 left to play in the third. And it's Fox with the jam.
Evolving right before our eyes. When Fox puts it all together, it's so fun to watch.
Hart to pass the ball. Now here's Favors. Ingram outside. 9 feet out. Basket good. Ingram's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Now here's Hield. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot.
No doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of, but it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to Ball. It's stolen by Hield. And now Sacramento on the break. There's 25 seconds left in the third. The dish to Parker. Hield against Holiday. Hield kicks it to Bazemore. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And now a 3-point Kings lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
At the elbow, Williamson. 1 second left, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bielitsa is out there with Giles, and it's Fox in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now Fox following Drew Holiday's 3-point attempt. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. On defense, the Pelicans. Offside Fox. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting them.
And Reddick kicks to Holiday. The pass to Reddick. Now Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Ingram. Fires the 3. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barnes dishes to Heel. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight. That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Here's Barnes, and he uses the glass on the layup. Barnes has got the lead up to 7 now for the Kings.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Ingram. Outside, Redick. Buries the long-range jumper.
Exceptional at shooting off the pass. Redick's rapid-fire release often comes in handy.
Outside, Fox. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Ingram passes to Holiday. And another 3 for New Orleans.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Redick against Hield. Fox looking it over. A 3 ball. And it's Melly with the rebound. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. Sacramento making some changes. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Giles. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hield. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Hayes is checked in. Was shot by Redick, no good. Kings leading now by 3. Nobody near Barnes. Off target from outside. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Holmes with the steal. Here's Bogdanovich, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Kings lead by 5.
Accepting more responsibility over time. Bogdanovich, I mean, you gotta love his willingness to take these shots.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Here's Holmes after Drew Holiday's score. It's Bielitsa. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bielitsa's got 4 points in the quarter.
An experienced player. Bielitsa doesn't shy away from the big moment. He welcomes the chance to hit crucial shots.
Redick against Bogdanovich. Mr. Williamson. Over Bielitsa. Hayes trying to break through. And it's Williamson missing. Kings leading now by 5. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Outside Bogdanovich. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Back to Bielitsa. The 8-footer. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Fox passes to Bogdanovich. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
The 3-point shot is wet. Bogdanovich looking calm, cool, and collective whenever he pulls up from there.
Now here is Holiday from the arc. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Sacramento. Barnes with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Holiday against Fox. Passes it to Holmes. Got a hand on it.
Oh, he's such a strong, versatile defender. I mean, Barnes has a solid understanding for no.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly. And nothing to talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at the Grizzlies. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, the Pelicans, just a couple spots back.
And I think for New Orleans, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at small forward. And for New Orleans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard position.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. Anderson passes to Valanciunas. Feeds to Jackson. Over Williamson. It's tipped.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits and to sit at his locker, take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
And so here's Memphis. The Pelicans make their last shot. Jackson kicks to Morant. Back to Jackson. Lock at 6. From deep, Brooks with the putback. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the game.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
He's passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
There's Morant. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. So both teams changing it up here. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Shoots over Ball. And that one's good. Morant.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
The Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. New Orleans shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
It feels like J.J. Redick has every part of this game buttoned up, especially when it comes to getting high percentage and quality shots.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Hayes comes in for Williamson, and it's Jackson in for Ball.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Clark. It's deflected. To the inside. Chang. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. Second, the Grizzlies. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, both of these clubs rebounding at such a high rate. They're not just creating second chance opportunities, but even third and fourth opportunities at times.
New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. Redick passes to Hayes. Outside, Redick to the paint. Here's Okafor. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Jang. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Melton. No points in the game yet for him. The Grizzlies with another miss. It's tipped. Clark finds Jang. Back to Clark. Allen outside. But they get it back. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pelicans lead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Allen. Jang is out there with Clark, and it's Melton in at the 5. Jackson misses.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Now here's Allen. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And New Orleans pushing it up now. There's the steal. He feeds it to Clark. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization to help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most. And that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction. Clock at 4. Here's Anderson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Pelicans have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. Then for the Grizzlies, Valanciunas is checked in for Clark. Brooks comes in for Allen. And it's Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. The putback and the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He was just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. For 3, Ingram sinks the three-pointer. Ingram's got 7 points.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Here's Redick. Grizzlies making the shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside for Jackson. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Morant with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Jackson, that's good.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man, and the ball is right there.
Outside for Redick. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Jackson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
JJ seeing the floor really well tonight and making precision passes.
Down low. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 3-point lead. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And let's see if they bring that same attacking mindset with them into this game. They should. It worked like a charm last time, getting so many guys into foul trouble.
Here's Morant. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now here's Ingram. 9 points in the game so far.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor's checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. Frank Jackson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Drew Holiday. And it's Melly with the rebound. On deep. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. New Orleans on top, up by 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3. Thanks for joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They're back, Ball and Redick. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. And it's Williamson in at the 5 spot. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the shot is good. And it's 6 points for John Morant.
And you can see the confidence Morant possesses. He's fine testing his luck with the quick pull-up, Jay.
Ball, the pass to Melly. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Jackson kicks to Anderson. Brooks against Redick. Here's Jackson. And it's Melly with the rebound. New Orleans leading by 3.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Here's Williamson, and he goes big with the dunk right over Jaren Jackson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age, Williamson bringing down the house.
Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 8 points. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Ingram. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Anderson kicks to Morant. Now here's Valanciunas. He's tightly guarded. Here's Williamson. That shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And that'll be, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making some changes here. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. 5 on the clock.
Too many steps.
And that's going to be too many steps. That's the whistle on the travel. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Frank Jackson comes in for Lonzo Ball. Memphis also making some changes. Allen's checked in for Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Holiday gets the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Melton, guarded by Jackson. Dishes to Clark. Fires from 14. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Melton, no good. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the wing right side. Back to Holiday. Three-pointer. Leaps for it. Again, Holiday missing. And so Allen will bring it up for Memphis. The feed to Clark. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
The Pelicans have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. That free throw good from Hayes. Hayes hits them both. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Clark. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Melton. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Grizzlies trail by 8, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Clark is out there with Brooks, and it's Melton in at the 1. Makes it off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Hart. Back to Holiday. Shot from free throw range. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Clark. He's covered by Favors. Brooks kicks to Valanciunas. 4 on the clock. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And that's now 6 points for Valanciunas. Holiday attacking. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
And then Clark slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And good that time.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Melton. He's covered by Ball. Taken away by Holiday. And now the Pelicans on the break. Holiday with the ball. Count it. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
Here's Melton. He's covered by Ball. Six to shoot. Here's Melton. Rebounded by Hart.
He's not doing his team any good by taking shots from that range.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of shot helps with is your opponent's chance of winning.
Here's Valanciunas. A second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Holiday inside the line, and it's off the back rim, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Brooks, sinks it from just inside the baseline. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Inside, Favors passes to Hayes. Outside Holiday. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hayes, and he makes that one. Hayes has got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
The Pelicans have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Count that one. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
That's a show of strength from Holiday. Certainly looks like he got hit as well, but he possesses the focus necessary to sink the shot.
.104 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots it up. Melton, no good. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Pelicans.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Drew Holiday.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Here's the three. The shot, no good. And so here's Memphis. A 12-point game. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Now, here's Ball. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Great one.
Now, Mike, with all this new technology, what does that mean for gameplay in NBA 2K21 for the next generation?
Yeah, and that's, whenever we have a new console year, that's something that always excites us as developers because we're always able to look and kind of dream bigger. And for us, it just meant, faster processing. It meant more memory. Just the ability to do things that.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the... A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward.
And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Barnes right side. And the dunk by Barnes.
Everyone knows how athletic Barnes is. Demonstrated yet again with the slam.
Morant passes to Brooks. Jackson against Bjelica. Jackson kicks to Morant. Shot clock at 5. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
Holmes passes to Bogdanovich. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. It's Anderson with the drive. Over to the wing. Now Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And Anderson kicks to Valanciunas. Good on the three-point shot.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Now here's Fox. Defense right on him. Elitza finds Barnes. Right side, Fox. And Holmes throws it down.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
Now here's Morant. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Valanciunas passes to Anderson. Kept alive. Jackson nails the baby hook.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. At the defensive end, who are the best players in the league at selling a charge call?
I would say Kevin, Kyle Lowry's one of my favorites. Marcus Smart, P.J. Tucker. Those are the guys that come to mind that do it well. They take charges and also they sell them.
Yeah, Tucker in particular, and I love Lowry. The Tucker, he'll take it, and you know it hurts, but he takes it every game and multiple times a game, right? I mean, wow.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Brooks. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. Valanciunas. Three-pointer. Glenn grabs the board. The Kings leading. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Drains the three-pointer.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Here's Melton. Guarded by Fox. On the wing, Brooks. Passes it to Clark. It's stolen by Hield. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Valanciunas. It's tipped. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Here's Melton, guarded by Fox. To the right side. Here's Clark. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Melton. And that time, also a missed shot. Kings leading now by 8. Three-pointer, Hield. And Valanciunas pulls it down. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. We're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now, here's Fox. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Plenty of space. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
With 1 on the clock, the shot will not fall. And so it's Sacramento with their lead standing at 6 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Parker out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Giles in at the 5. Joseph, the pass to Parker, and off there. He misses his first shot of the night. And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Grizzlies making a switch here.
First team foul.
Kicks it out to Allen. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Jang. Intercepted. Now here's Parker. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Hield from outside. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Morant.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over.
Joseph, the pass to Parker, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's Allen, and he gets the bucket.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Now here's Joseph. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Bazemore, to the middle, and stolen by Jang. Parker with the steal. And so Sacramento again turning it over. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Sunday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, not a fan of moral victories, but that game in a lot of ways was a confidence booster for them because they really didn't have it that night and yet still had a chance.
It's a testament to their character. They never gave up and fought their way back into it. They have to be happy with that at least.
Now here's Morant, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Sacramento leading by 5. Joseph looking around. Outside Bogdanovich. Stolen by Allen. Left side Anderson. Jackson kicks to Allen. And Parker with the block. The kick out to Anderson. Shoots the 3. And again, Memphis no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Parker dishes to Bogdanovich, and it's good on the assist by Parker.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Jackson. No good that time, and the Kings going the other way now. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
The second youngest player in the NBA last season, Jaren Jackson Jr. with an immediate impact. The sky is the limit for this young man.
Joseph, the pass to Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And stolen by Bazemore. And the Kings pushing it up now. That's good from Joseph on the assist from Bogdanovich. Joseph's got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings. Bogdanovich against Allen. The 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game marks the power on that through shootout.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Sacramento also making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Giles. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now the Kings with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Offside Fox. Barnes finds Bogdanovich. Fox with it from deep. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Clark, the pass to Brooks. And it's off from three-point range. Got it off in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so, thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball, followed
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They are leading by 12.
That's all for now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Have to like what we're seeing from Jabari Parker.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Here's Morant after the Kings pick up 2. Here's Valanciunas, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Valanciunas has got 5 points so far. You know, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough, or is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more, and we'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
It's good on the putback. Holmes got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Morant. Here's Fox. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. 10 points for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Poked away and stolen by Barnes. By himself, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Pure hustle from Barnes in transition there. The way he runs the floor is a thing of beauty.
Brooks against Bogdanovich. Anderson up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jackson kicks to Anderson. Over Barnes. Rebound by the Kings. Holmes got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Jackson dishes to Anderson. Doubled by Fox. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Anderson against Barnes. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And the Kings with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Here's Morant. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Bazemore on the wing. Brooks covering. Healed from outside. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Right wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And here are the Kings now. They're on a 16-6 run. Joseph down low. And the dunk by Len.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Brooks outside. Inside. Pass to Melton. It's Brooks on the wing. Here's Melton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. No good from Valanciunas.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Bazemore passes to Len. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good.
Great job there for Valanciunas not to give any ground on that shot.
And so Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, great work. We're pushing.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Kings leading now by 21. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Len out there with Giles. And it's Fox in at the 1. Now here's Brooks following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. No good from Clark. Kings shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. Some changes for Sacramento. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Melton feeling it out a bit. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Down low, and the dunk by Len.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Melton. Puts it up from 15. Here's Valanciunas, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Alex Len picks one up.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
Now here's Hield. Here's Joseph, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Free throw good, Joseph. And Joseph drops them both. For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And here's Morant. Tipped away. Anderson outside. And Valanciunas kicks to Anderson. And the pass to Morant. Rejected by Len. And they'll keep possession. And here's Anderson for 3. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside, Joseph. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Bazemore. Lays it up off the glass.
Kent Bazemore, very limber, attacking the rim. He's an athlete.
Anderson outside. The shot comes out. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And, Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
He's off on the first. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Anderson. Grayson Allen's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Then for the Kings, Parker's checked in for Giles. Brewer comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Farrell's subbed in for Buddy Hield. Now here's Brewer. Dishes to Joseph. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's Farrell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Kings.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. He gets that one.
Asserting his will offensively. Valanciunas taking over.
Here's Farrell. .30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Parker outside. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brewer with the steal. Parker outside. He dishes it to Brewer. Pass to Farrell. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so it's Sacramento. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickup, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickup, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvement. Shooting, puck pickup, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Table with next gen.
Obviously, the 2K community wants to know more about 2K21, so we wanted to invite one member of the 2K community on the show today.
Welcome, Agent 00 to 2K TV. Agent, what has been up lately?
I've just been focusing on content, to be honest with you.
The Mississippi River. And as they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fox.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Rashawn Holmes out there with Bialitz, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans, Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. Pass to Bialitz. Just 5 on the clock. Fox with it. Now defended by Williamson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Holiday against Bogdanovich. And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's the 3. The offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And here are the Pelicans now. Sacramento making their last shot. From deep. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
And it's Williamson missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Here's Holiday. The Kings getting the bucket, and Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Then for the Kings, Alex Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Here's Jackson. Len grabs the board. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for New Orleans. Trailing by 2. Halt the run, and the dunk by Jackson.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Fox is so good at exploiting the pick and roll. When the defense goes under the screen, he knows exactly what to do. Burn them with the jumper.
Hield on the double team. Hayes down low, covered by Barnes. And that one hits back iron.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And here is Fox. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Taken away by Hayes. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Redick, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
The kick out to Fox. Fires at the elbow. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Kings lead. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there at Jabari Parker. And it's Len in at the 5 down low.
The second overall pick in 2016. A lot of expectations for Brandon Ingram. If anything, he puts that pressure on himself. This is a young man that wants to be great.
And Clark, they say Brandon Ingram, his own biggest critic. Does all his frustration and worry become, you think, a hindrance?
I think it can be, guys. I mean, you can't weigh yourself down with self-frustration and self-criticism because it can keep you from being your best. At the end of the day, his talent is obvious. I think he's got tremendous upside, but that piece of the mentality that he brings has to be balanced out a bit.
Parker with the steal. And the dunk by Len.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Ball kicks to Williamson. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Ingram attacking. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Bielitsa, he checks in for the Kings. Mark, do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those...
Oh, what a finish!
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. And the Kings making a change here. Holmes checked in. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Joseph looking over the floor. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Yeah, you can just see it in Corey Joseph. He loves to hoop. I mean, he's a talented offensive player who also gets after it on defense.
Ball against Joseph. Outside Holiday. Passes it to Ingram. No good on the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ball against Parker. Outside Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Bazemore. Good D by Holiday.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Josh Hart, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the Kings also making a change. Bogdanovich is checked in. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. 5th is Drew Holiday.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Barnes comes in for Jabari Parker. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. New Orleans gone 3 of 6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Fox. And it's denied. Barnes outside to the paint. It's Bielitsa. The kick out to Barnes. The pass to Fox. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Fox has got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Holiday against Bogdanovich. Holiday goes in, favors, and just miss after miss right now. Kings leading now by 7. Outside, Fox. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Barnes outside, taken away by Holiday. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Fox with the steal. And here's the fast break. It's Bielitsa, and the dunk by Bielitsa.
The defensive instincts of Fox, man, scrapping and clawing for every steal he can get. Great speed with his hands and feet.
Pass to Holiday. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Back to Ingram. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Favors, finds Holiday. Here's Hart. From deep. And it's Fox with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Dishes it to Barnes. Back to Bielitsa. Another shot. The kick out to Fox. Takes a 3. Okafor grabs the miss. Right side Holiday. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. The game was always within a... And that's a wrap.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Holmes kicks to Fox. Kings moving the ball around. Barnes finds Bogdanovich. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Over Holiday. Bogdanovich, no luck. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Williamson. Outside Holiday. Traps in the tray. Holiday's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Pelicans.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Here's Barnes with the 10th. Great positioning on the putback. And the Kings lead by 8.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Good on the triple. And that's now 17 points for Brandon Ingram. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instinct. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Williamson. Outside Holiday. Fires for 3. They get it back. Ball with a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's Bogdanovich on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Barnes looking around. Shoots over Ingram. Tries again. Holmes passes to Bielitsa. Ball kicks to Williamson. Back to Ball. Holmes with the steal. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Bogdanovich has got 10 points.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 5 to shoot. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Boy, the versatility of Brandon Ingram. Remarkable at putting the ball in the basket in any number of ways.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Kings. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, New Orleans. They're 10th best in the conference.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. Perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. The pass to Holmes. The kick out to Barnes. 5 on the clock. Drills it from outside. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And it's Bogdanovich on the follow. Bogdanovich has got 12.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Now, Bielitsa. The third quarter comes to a close. The Kings on top. They lead by 8. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Alex Len, and it's Bazemore at the small forward position.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Parker outside. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Hart. Got a piece of it and stolen by Bazemore. Len dishes to Joseph. Brown. Jackson against Parker. Jackson misses.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Parker passes to Len. Near the three-point line, it's Joseph. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. New Orleans has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Here's Hart, banked in off the glass. Hart's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the call will be against Alex Len. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Ball against Fox. Ingram right side. Back to Ball. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. Just 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And the Pelicans get it back. The kick out to Holiday. Shoots the 3. Cans it from downtown.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Pass to Fox. To the inside. They could use a bucket. Holmes passes to Barnes. Kings moving the ball around. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the Kings lead by 3.
And Barnes, great at getting the shot he wants in big moments of the game. Clutch, Harrison Barnes.
Offensive rebound, Favors, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the dunk by Bielitsa.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Outside Favors. Outside for Redick. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. It's Ingram on the wing. Covered by Barnes. Redick for three. And he's good on the three ball.
Tell you what, that bucket could turn out to be large. Redick gets the call and shows no nerve in coming through for him there.
Outside Bogdanovich. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Snatched up. Passes it to Bielitsa. Second chance shot, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Outside for Redick. It's Redick on the wing to take the lead. A shot, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside, Fox. To Holmes. And stolen by Favors. And here's Ingram from the arc. Pass to Redick. A three. Nails the triple.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 1. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Brandon Ingram.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Redick finds ball. And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence. Very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
From deep three-point range. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's...
benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Absolutely.
So you're representing the 2K community right now. If there's anything you could ask Mike, what would it be?
It's all gonna be things he can't say. Like, when's it dropping? Like I need to know everything, man. Like, hey, Mike, just want you to know you are appreciated. I know the devs don't hear that all the time, but I know you be working day in and day out.
Appreciate it. What kind of questions are you asking specifically?
The mighty Mississippi River carving its path. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Memphis. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And checking out New Orleans, a couple spots below.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make
right now, looking to hold on to that. And checking out New Orleans, just a couple spots back.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. And it's good, 2 points.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Favors can't get it to go. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Morant. And the layup's good off the glass. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make that your
4th
playoff.
seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. There's the pass to Favors. Shoots, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Now Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against Sacramento.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws.
Morant passes to Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The drive by Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Jackson.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Clark kicks to Morant. Back to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Williamson. Swiped away. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And Holiday, here we go. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's Memphis on the break. And finished off by Morant.
A strong finisher. Morant doesn't mess around when he's got ideal positioning like that.
Redick for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Morant dishes to Clark. Some changes for Memphis. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Grayson Allen comes in for Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Pass to Melton from outside the arc. No good on that one. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. Losing to Sacramento. The shot by Redick, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Allen. It's rebounded by Hayes. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Redick's got the ball, and it's blocked. A drive by Allen. Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark love to attack that rim.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jang is out there with Clark. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the 1 spot. To the wing right side. Inside and stolen by Redick. Hayes the pass to Jackson. Now here's Redick. Here's Hart. No good. That would have tied it.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively. And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pelicans trail by 7. Dishes it to Jackson. Redick against Allen. Redick passes to Hayes. Back to Redick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Outside Jackson. Poked loose. Melly passes the ball. 6 to shoot. For 3, Ingram in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Here's Jackson. No good on that one. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And let's see if they bring that same attacking mindset with them into this game. They should. It worked like a charm last time, getting so many guys in foul trouble.
And what confidence from the big fella. Williamson runs the floor like a deer, and that assertiveness to attack. Love it.
Passes it to Anderson. It's Allen on the wing. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what do you look for all the time in replays when you see that call? It's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Up again, and the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got 6.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And the shot goes in. Bulls got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And he gets the whistle, too. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Valanciunas, good.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Favors controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And finished off by Morant.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over.
Williamson with it. Valanciunas is there. And it's Williamson missing. And here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Memphis came out looking very confident. Their lead at one point was up to 7. And that does it for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center position. Williamson kicks to Holiday. Ingram passes the ball. They get it again. Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Williamson doesn't let up consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Anderson wide open. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. Two brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Brooks dishes to Morant. The pass to Brooks. Over to the wing. Morant with a wide open look. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting on 5 for 7. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Here's Brooks, and the rejection by Favors. And they're running. Jumps up, and finished off by Williamson.
All that muscle helping Williamson on these takes. He is just so difficult to stop.
Morant passes to Brooks. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Anderson. Lets it go from deep. Pelicans with the rebound. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. 10 points for him. And finished off by Morant.
And when Morant is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
Williamson with it. Jackson on him. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Hawks, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
Redick with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Redick's got 6.
over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Holiday, the pass to Reddick. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Reddick's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, JJ doing a great job deciding on that pick and roll play with what to do with the basketball. Deceptively crafty when he gets in that set.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. And here's Anderson from the arc. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Morant kicks to Clark. Deep two from Anderson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Anderson's got the game tied up here for Memphis. Pass the ball. Reddick surveying the D. Launches a three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Morant. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Morant. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Stolen by Holiday. Right side, Reddick. Pass to Hayes. Outside, Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, a dedicated sprint to the hoop from Holiday there. He earns the trip to the line.
No good on that one. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Williamson comes in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. Here's Clark, and he banks in the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Williamson. He's tightly guarded. 2 points. That one goes. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Back to Ingram. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Holiday has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. Again, the Pelicans score.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And the work ethic that Morant has sets him up nicely. Make no mistake, this guy wants to be an all-time great.
Ingram outside over Anderson. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight. Morant with it. He kicks it to Anderson. Brooks feeling it out a bit. The Grizzlies with another miss. Pelicans leading by 6. For 3, Ingram. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's the lob to Jackson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Morant comes with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Grizzlies with possession here. The drive by Brooks. Yes! And the foul. That one is on Holiday.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. It's a 1-point game. Ingram against Anderson. And the Pelicans miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jackson passes to Morant. No good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Ingram dishes to Williamson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And we're not used to seeing a big man like Williamson move like this. Puts defenders in a bind.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Brooks misses. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Ball, no good. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Passes to Valanciunas. Here's Morant. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. New Orleans gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Holiday kicks the ball. And here's Ingram from the arc. Nails the tray.
And how about the focus of Ingram? Not getting overtaken by the heat of the moment, nailing the shot in the face of the defender.
3-pointer. Here's Valanciunas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
At the elbow, Williamson. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Now the Grizzlies with it.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Ball. Ingram wide open. No good with the triple. Now here's Valanciunas. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
But when I look at it as a fan of the game, I'm like, man, I'm blown away by what that team has accomplished too. So it just looks incredible. Like the lighting looks crazy, the details and the texture of the skin, everything just looks so lifelike.
That's awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie, you get me excited.
So Agent, you've been really vocal about gameplay in a lot of the videos and the content that you create. Play a lot of Pro-Am, you play a lot of Park.
Looking down upon the tower. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Jackson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at the center, filling out the middle. Shot clock at 3. High post try. And Jackson gets it to go. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Brooks. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. Pass to Morant. Brooks outside. Back to Anderson. Over Barnes. Anderson's shot is off.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Outside, Fox. The rebound by Anderson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Holmes with it. It's picked up by Brooks. Nobody near Barnes. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
When Barnes has space to fire from deep, you usually just assume it's going in. Very dangerous from outside.
And that one's good. Morant.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. Pass to Bogdanovich. Another 3 for Sacramento.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Here's Brooks. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Fox with the steal. And now the Kings fast break. Now the pass to Bjelica. And Fox has it in the corner. Back to Bogdanovich. The 3. Sacramento gets it back in a new 14. Bjelica passes to Fox. Back to Bjelica. He dishes it to Fox. Over Brooks. Fox, no good.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Alex Len's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Giles comes in for Bjelica. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Melton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Brooks outside. Over Hield. Brooks misses. Kings leading now by 6.
And Memphis owing a pick to Boston. Rumor was they hoped it would convey this summer rather than rolling over to the 2020 draft.
Moving up to number 2, not a bad outcome with a potential star in Ja Morant. They've got another key player for their rebuild.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Kings. Allen's checked in for Memphis. While we're in the quick break, let's show you the list of the hottest shooting rookies in the NBA this year. Take a look at Clark, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Ja Morant.
Well, I think it's safe to say these two have made the adjustment to the brand of defense being played in the NBA. Their shooting percentages are just fantastic.
It's good. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Kings. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. And Joseph drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's Melton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shots of the night here. The free throw drops for Jackson. Jabari Parker's checked in for Giants. Jackson hits both of them. Kings leading now by 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Parker, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. So it's Sacramento. Lenka kicks to Hield. Joseph looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Hield with the bucket.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Up in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the book. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Len, and it's Bazemore at the small forward. Here's Hield. The Grizzlies making the shot. There's the 3. Rebound by Jang. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Allen dishes to Jackson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look. And this summer, a lot of work in the weight room for Jaren Jackson Jr. Rebounding, one of his few weaknesses last season. Adding strength, it will help.
Now here's Hield. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. Bazemore finds Hield. This one for 3. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And a high rate of fouls for Jaren Jackson, and Smitty dating back to college.
You're right. Adding strength can also help in that area. Able to do your work early is also a key for him, and also deny a deep position.
Fox, he's checked in for Joseph. Memphis also making some changes. Anderson comes in for Allen, and it's Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. Stolen by Len. Pushing it up. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
That's what you get from a vet like Bazemore, making the next pass.
Here's Morant. And another miss by Memphis. Sacramento leading by 9. Back to Bazemore. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. By Hield, nobody around, and there are the Kings with another bucket.
A part of Bazemore's game that he continues to evolve, facilitating for others.
Passes it to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Bazemore, no one around him. Hield kicks it to Bazemore. A second chance effort, and the Kings check on 2 more.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So it's the Grizzlies now, trailing by 13. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win it.
It was just an off game for them, to say the least, but to almost pull it out was impressive in its own right. I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And the dunk by Parker.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Now here's Jackson. He has 6. A 3-ball. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Morant. We see it all the time, Smitty, the league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters, but for some guys, they're using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul if it doesn't make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge block, I think, in some years to come.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on.
Whoa, hammering it in!
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
They get the rebound. Jackson gets the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fox passes to Len. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 15 seconds left here in the second. And the pass to Anderson. At the top of the key, Clark. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
Great position on the boards there. Kyle, such a smart player, and then you have to love the finish.
And so it's Sacramento with
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It was a fast pace for Sacramento at the outset. You could see the daggers in their ride. And that...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. Barnes can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Anderson passes to Morant. Goes up on the wing. That one good for 2. Morant's got 9.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovic touched it last.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else, with the ball, and he did that.
Sacramento making a switch here. Joseph's checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Allen's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Brooks. Bogdanovich passes to Holmes. Sacramento moving it around. Bogdanovich finds Barnes. Back to Bogdanovich. Brooks on the double team. Bogdanovich passes to Joseph. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Back to Brooks. It's Allen on the wing. Over Bielitsa. Allen's shot is off.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there. Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shot just don't go down.
And some changes here for the Kings. Giles checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Memphis also making some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Melton passes to Valanciunas. Kicks to Brooks. Releases from 15. Clark, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backend.
Joseph with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. That one goes. Count it.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Allen. 1:31 left here in the third quarter. Fires from the wing. Sacramento grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. And it's Giles missing. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Brooks outside. Valanciunas finds Brooks. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Hield, the pass to Barnes. Back to Hield. Hits the jumper in space. Hield's got 7 points in the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Allen kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Valanciunas. Here's Melton, covered by Barnes. Clark dishes to Valanciunas. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. A 4-second violation. Outside, Fox. Pass to Giles. Back to Fox. Over Valanciunas. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Great job there from Valanciunas not to give any ground.
And so it's Sacramento holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Giles is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Holmes in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The pass to Valanciunas. Brooks against Hield. Brooks, left side. Over Hield. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Kings leading now by 12. Bielitsa passes it to Holmes. Puts it up from 17. And again, it's Sacramento converting. You know, Steve, so much goes into being an effective bench player. What do you like to see in a team's sixth man?
What I love, Kevin, is a guy that can come off as a sixth man is he doesn't disrupt what's going on with the starters. Also, he's ready. And most of those guys that wins that award, they don't need time to adjust to the game. They come in and make an immediate impact.
2 on the clock. Offensive rebound, Clark. Pass to Morant. He kicks to Brooks. Pass to Clark. Over Giles. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Clark.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Giles, the pass to Hield. Kings moving the ball around. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Kings making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Brooks outside. Pass to Anderson. Latre. Rebounded by Holmes. Kings have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Hield from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Kings lead by 15.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Jackson misses. Kings leading now by 15. Down low. And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And it's good, 2 points.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Anderson kicks to Morant. Shot to stop the run. Doesn't go for him. And the Kings going the other way now. Hield dishes to Fox. Over Anderson. Fox, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 19.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Kings.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Buddy Hield.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And the shot is good.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
There's the pass to Brooks. Left side Jackson. Knocked away. And stolen by Bielitsa. Hield with it. He's against Anderson. Bogdanovich finds Fox. And here is Hield. Back to Fox. The 15-footer, good. And the Kings lead by 21.
inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers.